Issue Boy and Go in the house back with another bang on video. Well, yes, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the live. The people who did not actually check it out, you can check it out. It's already there on the channel. So yes, it was an unbelievable live. It was really great to see people coming in, and the best part was that the trivia, people loved it, didn't they? Well, moving on. Well, yes, I have got a lot of news for you guys, so please stay tuned for it. So here we go. Well, according to Barcelona, the problem with Barcelona that Marca have come up with, that it looks like Coutinho to Arsenal is definitely well on, because they say it is problematic for Barcelona to retain Coutinho as they are trying to reduce the wage bill of the team. For this reason, everything indicates that he will be available for a transfer. Coutinho is more interested in returning to the Premier League than playing for Barcelona. One of the possible destinations is Arsenal, as Coutinho's agent maintains an excellent relationship with the London club. Koeman will speak to him next week. Ronald Koeman wants to know what the player's intentions are before making a final decision. The Brazilian will tell him that he is not clear about his future at Barcelona. His wish would be to return to the Premier League, despite Koeman wanting to keep him. So yes, let's see how things will turn out. Well, moving on. Boubakary Soumare is not a priority for Arsenal, according to a specific source at Lille. Well, no, he's not a priority for Arsenal, but according to Dahbia Hatabi, they say that Arsenal are clearly in the running for Boubakary Soumare. The Gunners have been following him for a little while. They like his profile, but that does not mean that Boubakary Soumare is a priority. So yes, guys, please. See, in my opinion, I think Arsenal will definitely go and get Partey. Everyone is like, no, they don't have the money. There is media who's trying to play this, who are trying to play coy about it, and they want all Arsenal fans to stop believing in Arsenal again. That's what they do, man. That's what they do. So moving on. Well, yes, reports linking Thiago Alcantara to Arsenal are not true, according to Christian Falk of Bayern. Well, yes, Christian Falk has mentioned it, so I better believe it. Yes, I have to believe it. Christian Falk is an unbelievable source. So he said that reports linking of Thiago Alcantara to Arsenal are not true. But that does not mean that they are not in the run for Thiago. Let's see. Well, according to Corelio dello Sport, well, Arsenal insists on signing Amadou Diawara in the last few hours. The Gunners have returned to the office and are ready to make a move for the midfielder. Arsenal are willing to pay £27 million, but an exchange with Torreira, who Fiorentina are also interested in, cannot be ruled out. So yes, Torreira is like, he's been offered to a lot of clubs, man. It looks like Amadou Diawara somehow is being pushed a lot by the media, and Arsenal fans are very much gullible to actually accept whatever they are getting it. Well, moving on. Well, let's talk about more stuff. Juventus' first choice target for right back position is Hector Bellerin. Well, yes, somehow Hector Bellerin is creeped into their plans of Juventus. Juventus are literally somebody who's actually being linked with everyone right now. But yes, after Weston McKennie, they would definitely straight away go for Hector Bellerin to strengthen the right back position, because the new Juventus coach, Andrea Pirlo, is after a right back. For him, the first clear first choice is Arsenal's Hector Bellerin. Even if he is likely to cost at least 30 million euros cash, Juventus will likely have to sell first before they can afford Hector Bellerin. And yes, AFC Bell confirms Hector Bellerin's business agent tells that a number of European clubs contacted him to ask about the player's position and the possibility of arranging a transfer this summer. And yes, talking about it, Arsenal striker Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang on what he thinks about Tottenham during his live stream on Twitch. Yes, he was live on Twitch. Do you know what he said about Tottenham? He said these four magical letters, SHIT. Well, yes, Emirates FA Cup have already posted. You can actually vote for your Community Shield 11. Arsenal versus Liverpool. Shkodran Mustafi is pitted against Virgil van Dijk. So you guys can go and vote. And yes, there is a possibility that Arsenal haven't announced Gabriel yet due to the reported gentleman's agreement between Napoli and Lille, which actually expires today. I don't believe it though. But moving on. Well, yes, AFC Bell came up with another banger, because here are the photos that are taken around 2:30 p.m. at the Emirates in preparation for a photo shoot. So I personally can't believe that photo shoot is definitely of Gabriel, but let's see who is it about. It's definitely not Aubameyang, because he's already playing on his Twitch channel. Well, moving on, Hector Bellerin's business agent tells AFC Bell that the player feels that he is in a great club with a great coach, but he does not close the door to offers that cannot be rejected if one of them arrives. Also, Hector Bellerin's agent also confirms his client will not transfer to any English club despite enquiries from some local clubs. So yes, Hector Bellerin is definitely going to go international, bro. Yes, he's definitely go international. Juventus want him. Everybody wants him. Well, moving on, let's talk about something more. Mikel Arteta came out and he had a press conference before the Community Shield game, the Charity Shield against Liverpool. So here's what he spoke about: certain transfer targets and everything. So this is the complete excerpt. Arteta has spoken about Gabriel Magalhaes. He said, "We cannot announce anything yet. The deal is not finalized. You all know he's a player that we have followed for a long time and hopefully we can get it done. We're trying to finalize the deal. That's what I can tell you at the moment. And well, everything is okay when both parties sign and the player agrees the terms and he goes through the medical. Sometimes that in the final stages is not as easy as it looks, but we are pretty positive that we can do it." On competition for Gabriel Magalhaes, Arteta says, "Again, when we get it, I will be very pleased. He's a player that we followed and we are very determined that it was the right profile for us to improve our squad. If we are able to finalize it, we will be delighted." And talking about Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang's contract situation, now Arteta has spoken about it for a very long time, but here's what he said. The latest thing about Aubameyang is, "I keep being positive. We have had some really good talks with him and his agent, and I'm pretty confident that we are going to find an agreement soon. That's my feeling again." Absolutely, and for him as well, I think he should be very happy if he's able to stay at the club for a long time. I think people will be delighted with that news. And talking about Willian, Arteta says, "I want players who are optimistic and willing and want to win for our club. That is a feeling I got from the first day I met Willian. He's going to bring some special qualities for our team." Now let's talk about the very important thing about Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Now, you're going to love what Arteta said about Ainsley Maitland-Niles. He says, "Yes, we are reading a lot of news about our players, which is not bad, that other clubs want him. But with Ainsley, he's a player that I've said since I joined that I really like. The best way to show that is that I have played him in the most important games of the season and he responded really well. So that's where we are with the player. I'm always open to listening to what player is feeling at every stage of his career, and then I can give them my opinion of how I see them, what I expect from them, and if we have the right understanding, then we have to move forward together. If there is something that doesn't work, then we have to assess it with the player and the club and then find the right decision for both of them." And talking about, Arteta was asked about the sort of shape his squad are in. He said, "We've had 2 training sessions, so you can imagine that this game comes straight in the middle of our mini preseason. But as well, haven't had much time to lose a lot of condition." And talking about the Community Shield, Arteta says, "Obviously, it's not an ideal moment to play in this final, but the players are motivated. Obviously, it's another opportunity to win a trophy, and we will go for it." And talking about whether the squad are ready to challenge for the top 4, he says, "Let's see how we look at the end of the transfer window. It just started and everything looks pretty slow at the moment. Not many teams are moving aggressively." Now, Arteta was asked whether the squad are ready. So he said, "So a lot of things are going to happen from now to October 6th. But it doesn't matter who we have. We will challenge for the top 100%. And talking about William Saliba, Arteta said, "He's been training really hard. He stayed here in London to do a better preparation and you can tell that he looks ready. Obviously, there are a lot of things that are new for him." About Saliba, he said, "We will need to adapt, but certainly he will need to adapt. Certainly, he has the right qualities for this football club and as well the right attitude to keep improving and showing the player he can be for our future." And talking about William Saliba and Willian, whether they'll start against Liverpool or not, Arteta said, "We'll make the decision tomorrow on who is going to play and who is going to be involved. But for sure, they're going to see our signings playing a lot of minutes this season." And Arteta spoke about Guendouzi as well. He said, "I have been really clear that everybody starts from zero for all the time in football. What you did 2 weeks ago or 2 years ago doesn't really matter. It's what you are able to contribute to the team now. Everybody is going to have the same opportunities. They'll have to show with their performances and their attitude that they are better than their teammates or somehow contributing to what we want to achieve." And talking about Dani Ceballos, Arteta says he was pretty clear with me as well that his intention was to remain with us, but obviously Real Madrid is involved. He's a player that we are interested in because we really saw in the last few months of the season what he's capable of bringing to us. And talking about Mohamed El-Neni, he says, we don't know if he'll stay at Arsenal. The 6th of October is still too far. As I said, it's pretty unpredictable to know what's going to happen. And somebody actually asked him about Lionel Messi potentially leaving Barcelona, to which he said, let's see what happens. If he comes to England, we're all going to enjoy it. And last but not the least, he was asked about fans coming back into the stadium soon. He said, we all hope so. We know how different the games are without them. So if we can do it again, providing it is safe and healthy for our people, then great. Let's do it and make it work. And talking about Leno's reaction to Martinez's form, he said, he's not upset. I really think he's really happy because he really understands Emi's position and his history at this football club and how patient and how much he's been fighting to earn his place and earn the right that now everybody likes him. It's really great. Well, Matteo Guendouzi has been named in the France under-21 squad for their upcoming games. Well, yes, Matteo Guendouzi is named for them, and that is unreal, man. That's really good. Well, yes, these were the news of the day. I hope you enjoyed whatever came your way. All the views and news and everything about Arsenal comes on this platform every single day, twice. So sit back, relax, enjoy all the news that comes on this platform. I will see you in my next video. Until then, cheers, and don't forget to subscribe. We are on a mission of reaching 20,000 subscribers as soon as possible. If you guys can help me out with that, it'll be really great. And yes, this is the best place to be, and I hope you guys will definitely join in on the watch along. Yes, the Super Saturday is upon us, so yes, let's hit the Super Saturday, shall we? I will see you in my next video. Until then, cheers.